What's up? Howdy. Okay, we don't need to watch this nonsense. Good morning, Ryan. I mean, at least oh, I forgot to move work cam. At least you're being paid for your time, right? Like Husbando sometimes complains about him having like low billable hour days and he just mostly sits there and, you know, browses YouTube. And on the one hand, he's like, this was so boring, but on the other hand, like, he's salaried, so he's getting paid the same whether he's sitting there and working or sitting there and not working. So I like that in the sense that it kind of preserves your work-life balance even though technically you're at work, right? But I'm glad that you get paid what seems to be at least fairly. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this. I'm probably gonna die. And that's fine. Because I want to make the rest of this easier. I always panic when it shows the disc things. I'm like, oh no, I forgot to switch the disc. But like right now, I feel kind of guilty because I'm in a self-employment, right? Running your own business. It's feast and famine is the way I always describe it, right? You have some periods where it's like, oh my god, there's all this work, I'm making so much money. And then you have periods where nothing seems to have changed, like you haven't like lost clients, but the work is just dry. And you're like, this doesn't feel good. So I'm in a famine period right now where I don't have super much to do throughout the day, so I'm spending a ton of my time like sourcing new clients because that needs to be a thing that you do constantly when you run your own business. And nothing is happening. So I feel kind of bad even just being here and like streaming because I'm like, I need to be contributing, I need to be, you know, sending my cover letter to places. And I'm usually quite good at getting... Also, why is my chat not working? I'm usually pretty good at getting people, new people, if I need them. But it's just been particularly dry, so I feel bad being here, but at the same time, like, I deserve to relax, right? I sent out, like, 10 queries this morning. I deserve to rest. So anyway, I spent a lot of time off stream preparing for this moment. Because up ahead, as soon as I walk into the next area, this is the Polter armor. I am surprised that the captions got that somehow. Polter armor is one of the hardest bosses in the game, but he's not the hardest boss in the game. I still am unsure if we're going to be fighting him. So, before this, I got everybody healed up. You'll notice that Dart learned Moonstrike at the end of the previous stream. So I fully leveled it up because, as you can see, fully leveled, it does 350% damage. That's huge. And also, I hate it. It's like the worst addition in the game, so I would like to not use it after Polter Armor unless we have to. So I fully leveled that up. I went backwards all the way through Flanville again to grab the Therapy Ring, because assuming that I can beat Polter Armor, we're going to get a really badass sword, but it's going to hurt Dart every turn. And the Therapy Ring heals Dart every turn. So, Assuming that we beat Polter Armor, we can immediately equip this super powerful sword that's basically not going to do damage to me because the heal is going to counteract the damage. So I went back and got that. Hey Zokasa, nice to see ya! Thank you for the lizard treats. I went back and got that. I went as well and grabbed... I put the talisman on Dart because the Polter Armor has an instant kill. And then I went back and grabbed the Dancer's Ring for Maru, so now she has the Dancer's Shoes and the Dancer's Ring. She should go like 3 times to everybody else's once. And yeah, Al has his guard badge and Saint Armor should make him better. Hey Hanzo, nice to see ya. How you doing? I leveled up Albert a little bit. Yeah, we got equipment for everybody. I re-upped on healing items. So I did a ton of preparation for this boss. And I hope as a consequence it's pretty easy. But it may not be. We'll see. Sadly, I don't get to get those chests until I'm done. One of those is the Soul Eater, which I would love to have in this fight. So this is Rose remembering her conversation with Emperor Diaz before they went off to do their big fight thing and everybody died. Guess I could have read that because we've never seen that on stream before, but it's fine. Okay, so all of the soldiers who died in the Dragon campaign are reanimating this armor. It doesn't look like armor right now, but it is, I promise. There he is. Okay. Polter Armor is made of 3 pieces. He's made of a hat, which does stuff. An armor, which does a bunch of magic attacks. And a sword, which instant kills whoever kills it. So, I don't remember if it can also instant kill outside of just the moment you kill it. But the plan here is gonna be... I'm going to give Dart speed up, and he's gonna go after just the sword because he has the talisman, so it won't kill him. Maru has really good magic defense, so Al is gonna get a magic shield. And sadly, the magic Sigstone doesn't work on bosses, so... So we're gonna do a little bit of preparation here. I really wish that I had my Psych Bomb X for this. Because yeah, these attacks are all gonna really hurt. And if I die... that hurt so bad. God, Maru's almost dead. Maybe she needs the magic defense. Hey Envy, nice to see you. How you doing? Are they really remaking Legend of Dragoon? Or are you just trolling me? Because I've wanted that for my entire life. No. Do I actually care about the sword? This was my plan, okay? I'm gonna go with my plan. Oh, I suck at this edition. It's so hard. I hate it. Al? You need to... No, I want it so badly. How dare you? I want it so badly, too. Yeah, I'm gonna take the risk that Maru dies, okay? Yeah, shield yourself, please. Turns out Al was kind of okay. Okay, Dart, you gotta go after the sword. There, we actually get the full edition. Okay, Maru, I would like you to contribute a little bit. Everybody's really excited for Death Stranding 2. I still haven't played the first one, but I seriously have never heard anybody say anything negative about it. Maru got hit really hard. This is fine. She also doesn't do that much damage. Yeah, unless the sword does something else, I'm deciding maybe I don't care about the sword. Because the armor, as you can see, is what's messing us up here. Maru is just trying to stay alive to heal people. I don't like Moonstrike. I don't like it. I really don't want Al to ease up on the armor, because once it's just the helmet, nobody cares. Hey, I did a magic shield. Could you, like, do some magic on me only? Because on the one hand, I'm, like, dividing their attack. I shouldn't be talking, then I can't do additions. Do Maru. It's start, not attack, please. Alright, chest, don't care. Don't care. I feel like I'm dividing my efforts maybe a little too much for the amount of damage that I'm doing. I want Maru to help with the sword because I need Dart's help on the armor. This sword just needs to be gone. Yeah, physical attack me, I do not care. Is Legend of Dragoon Square Enix? I don't think so. It's wow. For all of the dozens of times I played it through, you would think I would know. Oh god. Well, now it kind of matters that Dart can't use items. Let's be real, I wouldn't have skipped his turn anyway. Okay, we are out of healing fogs. Not super what you want to see, but that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Keep doing that. I kinda don't care about the sword. Oh, but it's already yellow. Oh, but it hurts so bad. It's fine. It's fine, right? I was gonna kill the sword first, but this armor is just messing us up. I think we need more people attacking the armor just to get it out of the way. Hey, left hand, nice to see ya. Like, if that's all he's ever gonna do with the sword, I don't care. If he's gonna kill me with it, then I care, you know? I can't. I don't like this edition. I maxed that edition before stream, like, last week. Well, I mean, it was after stream. It was before this stream. I maxed it off camera because I hate it so much and I didn't want to fail it all the time on stream. But it's really powerful, which is why we're using it for the boss. Please don't. Okay, don't care. Don't care. Marty, where'd you go? Okay, I gotta shut up when I'm doing additions. Because it's not that I, like, super need to pay attention, it's just that I distract myself. Because they're long, you know? This might kill Maru. And that might be okay. It was close, but... Okay, armor's yellow. We can do this. I'm alright, I guess, if Dart dies at this point, because that should get rid of both of his command blocks in case I need to change my strategy here. I'm gonna trust that Dart can take one more hit. I want Albert to get a little bit more hurt before we use a healing item. No, Maru, you're gonna die. You are here to be a sponge. It's such a powerful addition if I can get even close to the end, which I could, you know. But I did 80 of them in 2 hours last week. So I wouldn't have to look at that addition again, because I hate it. Do it on Maru, please. No, do item on Albert. Okay, Dragoon on Maru, nobody cares. But yeah, I would love to see a remake of this game. I'm always a little apprehensive thinking about it because I don't... Like, there's so much charm that kind of comes from this game being slightly garbage. You know what I mean? Like, the translation's bad. And there's just a lot of shenanigans, right? Oh, that's just... Oh, Dart's dead. Bye. Oof. He scraped by with 33 HP. Alright. So yeah, I'm afraid they could like really take the heart out of it. Yeah, like if they got rid of the additions, like, nah, you cannot remake this game and get rid of the additions. That's like the backbone of the game. Like, I think this game works really well the way it is, it just needs to be updated. And I'm afraid that that's not what would happen, you know? Okay, armor's gone, armor's gone. Alright, we are so in the clear at this point. The head is just gonna command block us. It can't do these giant hit-all magic attacks anymore. Oh, but did you have to do this, though? See, this is what I was afraid of, which is why I was gonna kill the sword first. Dart, 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 come on! No! Ah, fine. We can't wipe to that, because Dart has the talisman. Which is also why Dart needs to be the one that does the killing blow to the sword. Al, I just healed you, buddy. So yeah, I guess we just got lucky that the sword wasn't doing that up until now. Maru's not gonna kill this, let's be real. She's still a little baby right now. So yeah, maybe someday they'll remake this. I don't know. Dropping by to say hi, hello, thank you, nice to see ya. I didn't see what got blocked. Item command, I still don't care, buddy. You would be so much more dangerous if you actually had a brain. Nope, didn't mean to do that. Stop. I'm about to attack the helmet. Because Dart has to be the one to kill the sword. Easy. I mean, that was a kill. You could tell by the animation. So... Dart will be immune to this. At least he better be. Rest in peace, brah! Alright. Now it's just the helmet. Helmet, I think, can only block. It can only do blocks to you. So, like, technically, we could be in trouble if everybody gets item blocked, Dragoon blocked, and attack blocked. But It'll be fine. He has not yet attack blocked a single person, so... Oh, counterattack from a hat, yep. What were you gonna do, buddy? Sniff me? Okay, all of my preparation paid off. All of those hours of work last week, getting everything ready. Melody again, let's go! I love this game so much. I've played through it once already, fully. And then I was just like, but what if I do it again, though? Let's be real, the reason I'm playing it on stream again is because I'm getting the plat for it. Since it came out, like, in the PlayStation Store, so you can get trophies now. And there is no way that I'm not having the platinum for this game. But they made the trophy so easy, you don't even have to fight Faust. Which is a big surprise. Like, you don't have to fight Faust, you don't have to fight the Dragoons in Velweb, you don't have to fight the optional dragons. Maybe you do have to fight the optional dragons in Mayfill. I don't remember. But even still, like, come on. Hey, Shaville, nice to see ya. Oh, Cat's Cradle, you'll love to see it. We're getting there. She'll have a super powerful edition soon-ish. Hey, Deacon, thanks. Aw, appreciate you. How you doing? Give me sword. Okay, let's actually read this because I've never shown this part on stream before. We've never fought Polter Armor. I cannot complain that people bear grudges against me. Because remember, she's from the Dragon campaign, right? Oh, alright. Well, thanks, Rose. Armor of yours. Somebody's gonna wear that. And... Hey. Where's my sword? Did I get it already? And I wasn't paying attention? Give me sword. Yes. Oh, it's so much more powerful. Look at that. Weapon goes from 34 to 75. Oh, it's so much more powerful. And now, I get my therapy ring. So for those who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, Soul Eater is Dart's most powerful sword in the game, which you get from fighting this difficult optional boss. But it takes HP from you every turn. The therapy ring heals you every turn, so they basically balance each other out, and you can use the Soul Eater for free as long as you're willing to give up that slot to the therapy ring. Oh, I wanted to look at that armor as well. What we got? What we got? Armor of Yore. Oh, that just avoids a ton of stuff. It's not, like, actually that much better than the Saint Armor. Can Maru wear it? She could really use it. No, of course not. Boo! Let women wear man clothes! It's not going to be any better for Al either, because he has the Saint Armor. Poison, stun, arm blocking. Yeah. Dart, just put this on so that you don't get those things. Because I don't care if you get SP. I actually care more that Al gets SP because he has a defend move. Alright, we got our sword. Therapy ring fixes Dart's sister complex. That'll never be fixed. No amount of therapy is gonna help Dart. If I wear Husbando's t-shirts, it's like a bathrobe. Like, he's so tall and I'm so short. Oh god, I don't want to wear, or I don't want to use Moonstrike anymore. Seriously though, I have like a dragon shirt that Husbando's dad got him for Christmas. And he's like, yeah, I'm kind of meh on this shirt. Do you want it? And I was like, well, yeah, it has a dragon on it. And it comes down to my knees. It's very comfortable, don't get me wrong. That's another reason that I really dislike Moonstrike. Yeah, it's really powerful, but the way that the attacks are spaced, it's really, really common for Dart to get counterstruck. And then when he does, you have basically no time. even if you know it's coming, sometimes you don't have enough time. Yeah, the only thing that I could have done differently in that battle with the Polter armor was I could have gone all the way back. I think it's the fort in the marshlands? I don't remember. Which is, you know, Serdio, disc 1. To get the Power Stone, which would have given someone 3 turns of power up. But I wasn't walking all the way back to Fernie in order to walk all the way back to Fletz in order to walk all the way back to the marshlands. Like, that journey by itself would have probably taken an hour, so. So now we can actually go to the end of Disc 3. Sadly, we cannot fight the other Dragoons right now, because Shirley won't let us. She'll be like, hey, you should come back here and free the souls of your friends. And I'll be like, yeah, that sounds good. And then she's like, but not right now, though. So... this Yeti... or no, okay, it's not a Yeti. I was looking down trying to find more. It's a little weasel. But that Yeti thing is like the worst if you ever encounter it in the snowfields. Also, here's Mort. I don't know where his face is. Okay, so this weasel boy has like a really long attack animation for one of his attacks. I'm just gonna not deal with that. Bye. Look at how much damage Dart does. He's actually not a little baby boy right now. Because he has Soul Eater, he has Moonstrike. He's so powerful, and I hate that I have to say that. I hate that Dart is good, okay? Not as bad as the fact that Shanna is also good if you build her right, but... it was 4 digits, right? For Dart. Can you believe that? There's so many random encounters before we get to the top of this hill. Do I have a charm potion? I'm pretty sure I've thrown those away. Oh, I have like no items, actually. Where did all my items go? Oh, because I can't use the attack ones. Gotcha. Alright, Dart, I really, really don't want you to have Moonstrike anymore. Finally, Madness Hero, the best of his additions. Fantastic. Lovely. Al, you go back to Rod Typhoon. Muru, I'm pretty sure you're fine. Oh no, 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 no. We're back to Cool Boogie. Which I love, to be fair. So now we're back to grinding up additions, but this should be fine because the fact that I already did Moonstrike is going to actually put Dart on the path to getting his final addition on stream instead of me having to grind for it because I've already done the grind. Al will get his. Oh man, his hero is so much better. I love it. It's very, very weak. Additions are meant for different things, right? So, some additions, like Madness Hero, do very little damage, but they give you a ton of SP. So if you want to play as a Dragoon a lot, that's really good. Madness Hero is the complete opposite. It gives you basically no SP. I think it gives you like 20 for a completed edition, which is nothing. But in exchange, it does like massive amounts of physical damage, right? Maru is also super, super weak right now, and that's okay. Right now we are just grinding additions for her. Cat's Cradle is better, but we just are really trying to get to her final, her unlockable, for when you max all her other additions. That's when she becomes really, really powerful. Also, I stopped attacking this guy because he was stunned, if you wondered why I just changed my mind halfway through. Maru stunned him, so... You can tell, right, that she has the dancer's shoes and the dancer's ring. She's going so often. That's okay, because she's likable, right? I like her. There are... Oopsie. Some people who don't, and they're wrong. Haha, you thought you were gonna counterattack me. I counterattack your counterattack, bro. So yeah, the only person who might still require a bit of grinding, congratulations, whoever that was, will probably be Muru. Dart and Albert will reach their final editions naturally. But even Maru is pretty on track. She only has these 2 left. There's gonna be one more random encounter after this, and then we'll get to heal. I don't want skellies, though. Skellies are annoying and take forever. But yeah, Owl's Gust of Wind Dance basically usually gets maxed by itself just through equipping it for bosses. And even after we unlock Owl's final edition, we'll probably still just go back to Gust of Wind Dance. Because I like it a lot. And if I recover... How dare you? If I recall correctly, the difference between damage in Gust of Wind Dance and whatever Albert's final one is, like Blossom Storm or something, is so negligible for how much harder it is that we usually just do Gust of Wind Dance. The other one is fun though. I love all of Owl's editions. I just love Owl, okay? If this game were just Owl, that would still be fine. Dart, I'm gonna need you to not die. Either right now or in the next 2 minutes, because I'm not using healing items on you. We are almost to a heal. And you are not worth it. Good news is, Madness Hero will also get stronger. Additions are always weakest right when you start using them. Whoops. 69, nice. Additions are just such a good system. They're engaging, they're rewarding for people who do them, but with systems in the game to help you if you can't do them. And like they get better the longer you do them, so you're rewarded for like picking one that you like, and they're all different, so you can do different ones for different situations. This is just a good game, okay? Am I biased? Yes. Is it a good game? Also yes. Oh, we might even get one more. We're at like an awkward distance from the exit. Guys. Look, I'm really fast. Can we escape? Yeah. Knew I bought you those nice boots for a reason. And by bought, I mean I dug them out of the snow. Out of a hole somewhere. Just for you, Maru. Anyway. While I deal with all this healing and nonsense, it's Thursday. Typical Thursday question. What are you doing for the weekend? Anything fun? We are going to Chicago to watch the Near orchestra concert. And we're also going to the aquarium. Alright, everybody's healed now. Everything is good. It's much better. Let me out, let me out, let me... Oh. Same day? Yeah. It's, we're doing both of those things on the same day, and it's going to be busy. But we've been to the aquarium before, so I don't super feel like we're gonna be like, oh no, we didn't get to see everything, you know? Maru, you missed? Really? You, of all people. Whoops. Oh, it always feels especially bad when you mess up Madness Hero. It's a very easy addition. It's like messing up Double Slash. Thank you, Hanzo. Yeah, do the wind attack on the wind guy. That makes sense. Thank you. Okay, Al's damage on the weasel was gonna be like way overkill, so. Bruh. Why do you guys have to be the way you are? No, I didn't want to do that. Well. What's this? The consequences of my actions? What is up with this weasel? My guy! This is a Spear Frost, I swear. Okay. I mean, he's a wind type weasel. I don't know why I would expect him to have a Spear Frost, but shh, don't worry about it. This guy. He's like blue again. In what world is that okay, Mr. Bone? I will be speaking to your manager. I'm like not looking at the screen whenever Dart is doing his addition, and I really should be. You play video games by, you know, looking at them. Also, completely unrelated to anything we've been talking about so far, the house smells so bad. I'm pretty sure there's some kind of small animal that has met its demise inside our walls. And it's not great. There's nothing we can really do about it, right? Because it's just in the walls, and it'll go away. Eventually, send the lizards to check. Gladio would love it. And then he would get stuck, and I'd have to knock the wall down. Then he would get angry at me because I made so much noise, and he'd be like, "I wanted to stay in there." It would be a whole adventure, for sure. So anyway, it smells bad. And there's nothing I can do. Here we are at Velweb, in case you forgot that Lloyd was just traveling with us. Lloyd, the bad guy that we've been trying to fight for the last 3 discs. But he's not actually a, you know, stereotypical, he's a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy, right? He's your nemesis, but you find out that his intentions were actually very reasonable. They're talking about what Velweb is. That big spider-looking thing in the background was one of the big weapons that the humans used in the war. Those towers, there's 7 of them, are where the Dragoons lived, also during the war. And Rose is going to point it out later, that we're going to walk past the giant, like, magic cannon thing that shot the Tower of Flanville out of the sky. Alright, this guy on the right, he's got to go. He steals things from you, and it can be, like, really good things. He can steal basically anything you own, I think. did not stun him, sadly. There. Good, good. I usually get used to bad smells pretty quickly, but in the case of this one, like, because it's so localized to just one spot in the house, like, I know exactly where the animal is. You know, even if you just walk away to go to the bathroom, then you come back and you're kind of, like, assailed by that wave of smell again. Boy, you know, Shavil, if only I took your advice. I could actually do additions. I have basically no healing items, but that's okay. Because I'll take an attack ball. Because there are no more bosses. Until we get to disc 4. This is the final area of disc 3. We're gonna have a very long cutscene with Emperor Diaz with like a really awkward cinematic. And then we're just gonna talk to him for a while. And then Dart's gonna be like, oh no, my whole life has been called into question. Also, give me my girlfriend. And his dad's gonna be like, no, I don't think I will. And then it's disc 4, so. Boy, I swear to God I'm good at additions. Yeah, exactly, that's the thing, Shavil. See? Right? I didn't miss a single addition while I was fighting the this can legitimately screw up my entire playthrough enemy. I can do additions. I just don't for some reason. Also, if Maru gets too annoying because she's going like 3 times as much as anybody else, let me know and I'll take off one of her dancer's items. Like, she doesn't need to be going that much. The only reason that I'm having her go that much is because she's currently the furthest behind, in quotes, on additions. Madness Hero is not that hard, I swear to God. I was so excited to be using it because it's so easy and I could like check out, but apparently I need to check back in a little bit. There is another heal in here. Surely will let us heal whenever we ask. I'm not going to be using items. If Maru dies, then she dies. Because I'm stingy, you know me. And the funny thing is, like, from growing up playing this game, even as a kid, I was, like, making challenges for myself, like, close my eyes and do the additions with my toes, you know? So, my familiarity with the additions and my ability to do them actually differs quite a lot depending on whether or not I can hear the characters. Like, that's where my timing comes from, not necessarily from looking at the boxes. I just look at their animations and the sounds. Hey, Chassis, how you doing? Nice to see you. Let's go talk to these guys. Brother, there are no customers around. I'm not doubting your word, though. Don't worry. There are always customers, even in this kind of place. Okay, I believe you, brother. I love these guys. You're right, there really are customers. It's all due to the skills in my passionate merchant soul. You have to learn from this. All of the peddler brothers are, like, really fun. Also, you can definitely tell that the one brother who just said, "Let me thank you in advance," was literally just saying, Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. You know, like, that's as close as what that would be translated to in English. Which is a weird... like a weird... buy this for him so he doesn't struggle with Endora later. Oh, that's so good. Al, what are you wearing? It's actually not that good for Al anymore. Al, I'm so proud of you. You're so strong. Dart can't wear it because he has the therapy ring. Yeah, you know, Maru, here. You don't need to be super, super fat. We can sacrifice one of your many items that makes you faster. Excuse me, can I get around you without getting into a random encounter, please? Okay, I need some of these. What else did you have? Eh. I don't care about the charm potions. I should be. No! I should be doing these encounters. Isn't this the Kung Fu guy story area? It looks like Homo Gigantos, doesn't it? It looks very similar, actually. Alright, Rose is just talking about the big cannon that shot down Flanville, and how there's all this, like, warped magic in the air from how intense the battle was. I'm doing good. I'm currently in a feasty full of Italians while watching someone work on art for me and just vibing. That sounds like a fantastic day. Oh, really? I couldn't just leave the screen? Because even the background, like, behind these guys, there's, like, the stairs, right? Can I, like, show it? No, the camera angles for this one won't let me. But there's the stairs and then, like, the gap, which is the same as, you know, when he punched the rock and made the doorway. So you're right, it looks like basically exactly the same. So we should get, thankfully, a little bit more damage on Maru. But still, it's not gonna... as long as she's doing Cool Boogie, it's not really gonna be a lot. Cool Boogie is her madness hero, basically. Cat's Cradle will be a lot better when we get there. Yeah, you can see it during attacks, because the camera pans a little bit. As much as I like not encountering the steal all my shit guys, I don't like encountering 2 maximum volts repeatedly. These guys are thick. They're really good to grind additions on, if I could complete them. But we are taking a fair bit of damage, and I really don't want to heal, because Shirley is like right up in front of us. Worst place for a counterattack. Really hard to get the next attack, but we did it. I would like to think that I've been smart this time, and I've actually adequately prepared people for their I'm about to have an existential crisis on the moon phase of life. So we shouldn't struggle with those like we did in the last playthrough. Because I keep remembering, like, I should probably equip Kongol with this, even though I literally never use him, because I will be forced to use him for a hot second. Alright, hey Shirley, I really need you to heal me. Shirley's face, like her face, the art that is assigned to her face and how it stretches and stuff with her model, really reminds me of Tiny Tina from Borderlands. It always has. Well, for as long as Borderlands has been out, obviously. So Shirley and Rose used to be friends. Shirley is explaining that all of Rose's past friends, all of the Dragoons that used to live in these towers behind her, Their souls haven't moved on. And it would be great if Rose could come back and, like, fight them and help them move on to the afterlife. But we can't do that right now. So, Shirley, heal me, please. Unless you already did. You did not, thank you. I mean, again, doesn't really matter, because we're about to go to Death Frontier anyway. Shirley! Shirley, help! I love Borderlands. Borderlands 2 specifically. Oh, it's you. Buddy. Well, I just saved, so don't do it! Okay. He just did damage. Whenever he does that attack, he can steal something. Oh, but yeah, Borderlands 2 specifically. I really, really like. Tiny Tina's Wonderlands was also decently good. But Husbando and I have played Borderlands 2 like so many times. I mean, nothing will be quite as cherished to me as our first playthrough together where he was Axton and I was Maya. But we've still gone back. Like, I've been Zero and he was... Who was he? The Gunzerker? What's the Gunzerker's name? I can't remember his name. Salvador. And then we went back most recently and I was Maya and he was also Maya. But we, like, did it differently. And each time we basically get in there and we're like, yeah, we'll just play through once, or we'll just play into Ultimate Vault Hunter or whatever. And then we get to Ultimate Vault Hunter and we're like, well, do you want to just go until we do some OP levels? And then we get to the OP levels and it's like, oh, we might as well just do OP 10 at this point. Shirley! Excuse me, thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Just needed the heal. We still have not done the Telltale's Borderlands. I have that, and I got Wolf Among Us, or whatever that's called, for Christmas. So we've got multiple of those to do. I want itemu, please. Yeah, this will be an item. This is not the correct path. Sancho, hey! Nice to see you. I don't really want to fight you guys. I have, however, been healed, as you see. Why I went back to Shirley. But fine. I'll do some additions and I'll actually pay attention. I do remember, Cheville, I have seen... See, now I'm talking again and I'm not paying attention. I have seen the first probably like 2 hours of the game. And I thought it was interesting. But was kind of waiting for it to truly like open up and get into like the emotional impact kind of stuff like the other Telltale stuff does. But I think that one's actually decently long comparatively, so probably takes a little bit of time to get going. I would love to do a cool boogie. I tell ya. Love that attack. Just am not succeeding today. Meanwhile, when was the last time I failed Rod Typhoon? Right? Even when I'm talking. And it's because no matter what playthrough I'm doing, Al is always on the team. I don't think I've completed a Legend of Dragoon playthrough that didn't have Al. The flex spot is always Maru or Rose. Flash haul? I'll take that. Gimme. I don't need a body purifier. Because people are kind of immune to stun now, and we can just Dragoon out of it. How was your travels, Sancho? Are you done traveling? Rose's hairband? Well, she can have that. Even though we're not using her. Yeah, I mean, that's a lot. Oh, avoids instant death. I mean, that's cool, even though, she's not going to be in a situation where she can instantly die. The only other time we're going to use her is for Michael. I would like to go all the way to the bottom, because that is the correct way. If it's just an item, I don't think I care. Because I have what I consider to be a good spread of items right now. Fight me! Also, can I just say, once again, I'm really proud of myself for how far we've come in this game and doing, like, optional bosses and stuff. And we're gonna do the Dragoons, for sure. Even though I'm pretty sure they're not trophies for some reason. I did it. Because again, I'm not super good at RPGs. The only reason I'm making it through this one is because I know it so well. Like I know, for example, let's equip Kongol because we're gonna fight Endora in like 15 hours, you know? And I'm gonna forget before I walk into that room. And so yeah, I'm just kind of impressed with myself because it's been easier than I expected. I think the only boss that we truly had difficulty with was Divine Dragon. I think we died to him like twice. Grandjewel was scary, but that was okay. And Lloyd was also scary, but I never really felt like it was out of control. Okay, I'll find Mort once we get into the, like, weird, awkward cutscene here. We found Shanna! Yay! Oh, I see Mort. Like, in real life. Hey, buddy. There you go. Okay, so we're not going to listen to anything that they're saying because I'm going to be able to summarize it better. Here's what's happening, if anybody cares about the story. We've got Lloyd with us. He spent 3 discs stealing the divine moon objects from each of the royal families of each of these 3 countries that we've been in for these last 3 discs, right? He was stealing those moon objects because Emperor Diaz here, the person he was working for, told him that those items could be used to make the world a utopia. And Lloyd was like, great, that sounds fantastic. I want everybody to be happy. And now, actually what Emperor Diaz is revealing is that he's going to create a utopia. It's the stereotypical anime villain, you know, plotline, right? I'm going to create a utopia by destroying the world first. And Lloyd was like, hold on. No. I didn't sign up for that. And so now he's fighting Diaz, right? Because he's like, you lied to me about how this was going to work, and Diaz is kicking his ass. Bye! So Lloyd's not really in the picture anymore. And Diaz... Okay, well here, we gotta watch this fantastic cutscene that is voice acted to perfection. Yeah, it's the Madara arc, right? I don't understand why Dart's armor has to have a belly button. Like, really, dude?
Rose, Dart.
Rose, like, every time I see this picture, I think of that meme of the dog with, like, the Vietnam War in the background. And the helicopters. That's what I think of, like, every time. And it just makes me laugh. I can't take this seriously at all.
Oh, it cannot be.
So she was having a flashback of the Dragon campaign where she lost Zeeg, this guy, Dart's father. Dart's father was a Dragoon. Rose kind of could have been Dart's mom, but wasn't through sheer luck. This is from the Armors Have Nipples era of design. Exactly. So Rose is shocked that Emperor Diaz is Zeeg, because Rose and Zeeg fought together 11,000 years ago and technically neither of them should be alive. Dart's shocked that Emperor Diaz is Zeeg because Zeeg is his dad. Foxy, yo, how you doing? Nice to see ya. You just missed the really cringe, wonderful cutscene where we met Emperor Diaz in Velweb. And Dart was like, Father? You know, that one. So we're learning about how the Divine Tree worked and how it gave birth to all these species, and how it didn't give birth to the 108th, which is the Viraj embryo, the god of destruction. And Zeeg is explaining, like, look, the body of the Viraj embryo is the moon, the spirit has been separated from it so that it doesn't get born, and the spirit wanders around as the Moonchild, and this time it happens to be that the Moonchild is Shanna. Rose, meanwhile, is the Black Monster. We're learning all of this right now. Black Monster keeps hunting the Moonchild. She messed up, and she killed Princess Luvia on the ghost ship that we were on Disc 2, thinking that that was the Moonchild, and it wasn't. That was Shanna's sister. So Shanna, the Moonchild, is still alive, and now Zeeg has her and is going to take the soul of the Viraj embryo and the body and shove them back together to create this god of destruction. And that's what all of Disc 4 is about. It's about us following Zeeg around and trying to stop him from doing that. Dart, you are so far behind. Yes, dude. So the reason he needed the moon objects was because, like, in order to get to the body of the Viraj embryo, that is, the moon, he needs to break through all these barriers that are surrounding it. And each barrier is up there because of a signet. And the moon objects are really powerful magic objects that are going to let him break those signets and break the barriers around the moon so that he can take Shanna to the moon. So that's why he was having Lloyd collect those items the entire time. Plot twist, Shanna had a point. How dare you? Yep, he's yo grandpappy. It's just, it's so weird that Dart is traveling with the person who was almost his mother, like could have been his mother, and instead ended up also traveling with the person who is his grandfather. While meeting his father. Like, talk about main character syndrome, right? And his girlfriend is the moon, like... Which, to be fair, not the first time we've seen that in fiction. Sorry, Sokka. Also, sorry, Luna? Right? From Lunar? Almost his mom, but also the reason his mom is dead. Correct. Because his mom went back into Neat to fight the Black Monster. It's really just a bad family history all around. So Zeeg took off his bathrobes, and now he's cool. And he's stealing Shanna. And that's the end of this disc. And it's gonna say, yep, would you like to save? I will save, in fact, thank you. Were there Stardust in... No, there was no Stardust in Velweb, right? I only want 30 Stardust. Woo! How many people? How many people have completed Disc 3? 11%? Huh. But Disc 4 is where it gets good. That's kind of a lie. I really like Disc 2, actually. This game is so dope. I love this game so much. Do I care about the items in the Death Frontier? Because probably not. We can always come back here, especially once we have Kulon. I'm playing it on console re-release currently, and I am going to figure out if they finally fixed the issue where the game freezes if you turn into a Dragoon when you fight, Squid Papa. The Last Kraken, I think, is his name. But he's also your dad, because it's this game. Everything is Dart's dad. From here on out, if there's an enemy, it's probably Dart's dad. Alright, so Death Frontier sucks. Whoops, I already went the wrong way. Oh, did you get, like, the full, like, really colorful one? The original, like, PS1 one? I still have that on my bookshelf. It was one of my most treasured possessions as a child. Ow, we don't need to get all waxing eloquent about the world potentially ending. Alright. Let's see if I remember my way through the Death Frontier. I just saved. I don't know why I feel the need to save again, but whatever. Yeah, the strategy guide that I'm thinking of has the same cover art as the PS1 box with I think it's Rose, Dart, and Albert on it, I want to say. I might have already made a mistake. So there's one correct way through this desert. Okay, this one I believe the answer is up. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Ah. Yeah, okay, yep. I was wrong. I should have gone one more over. Alright. Whatever. Yeah, give me this. Well, I'm happy with the items I have, okay? Sorry I can only carry 32 of them. I'm wrong and stupid. I bought Dark Cloud strategy guide. Hey, Dark Cloud, the art looks very similar to Dart, so I forgive. Basically the same character. It's like if Dart and Sora were jammed together into one guy, if I'm recalling correctly. Okay, let's do this what I believe to be the right way this time. Actually, I want to just, real quick. Nope. So there's this guy over here. Yeah, we're up against the wall. And then we go up, and then up. And no, don't take me in here. I don't want to be in here. I also don't want to get into a fight, please. Oh no! Let me through! I was so close. Hey, at least it was a mosquito guy instead of the wormy boy. This is just a reskin of the Scorpion from the Barrens. And this one is just called Scorpion, but I'm pretty sure the one in the Barrens is called something hilarious, like Hinchmaster or something. Trying to think of what it's called. Scissor Claws, perhaps? I mean, when they've got an enemy called Mr. Bones, you can really never tell. Again, I'm not healing because there's a spring that we're gonna get to. Oopsie. Dart is, you know, he was really ahead because I did Moonstrike before I did Madness Hero. And I was like, oh, yeah, Dart's gonna be, he's gonna get his final edition so soon. And now I just cannot do Madness Hero for some reason. Which is like the simplest thing ever. But yeah, I really need to keep moving so I don't fall into that. Okay, I remember this. This is like the top, yep. And then we go left and then we go up. I think. I'm at the beginning! I was so wrong! Alright, well. Hey, Dragon Sage, how you doing? This is the wall. I went too far. And I'm here again. And this is the bad one. Up here is the bad one with the 3 spinnies. Yes, it's bad. It's very bad. I swear to God that I know how to go through this. I gotta like... Is there... Oh yeah, yeah, here. Exit. Exit to the right. I didn't go over far enough. Yeah! Because you view it in your brain as like columns. And I was in the wrong column going vertically. When I should have gone one column further to the right. Because I knew I was supposed to be all the way to the right, which is why I was trying to get to that wall. But then I just went too far up. You're no monster. So the party gets into a little bit of a conflict here. Because Miranda's kind of a jerk. But she's kind of a right jerk. Because Rose is being all Debbie Downer. This is just, it's my responsibility to bear because I was the black monster and I didn't do my job right. And Miranda's like, oh my god, could you stop though? And so they get into a fight and everybody tries to calm them down. The smartest thing that Dart has ever said, if you had the strength to argue, we can move on. Thank you, I'd like to heal now. So we're gonna go to Ulara, which is hidden in the desert out here. It's a Wingly city that contains a Wingly friend that Rose made long ago. It is Melbuframa's sister, who doesn't agree with the way he's doing things. And never has. He's also very talkative, but there's Stardust there. And I would like to get my next Stardust reward, please. The next place that we're gonna see Martel is in Rouge. So it'll be a little while. I mean, unless we want to walk all the way back. Actually, I don't think we can we? I don't think you're allowed to go backwards now. Until you get Kulon. Ah! Whoops. I can't carry more items. I'm so surprised. Ah, for Snorf. Oh, for Snorf. Let me out. I made a small mistake. I will pay for it with the rest of my life. How do I leave? Is it just down? Yeah, it's just down here the entire time. I'm not even going the right way. I usually never fall in the second half because I'm so good at it, so I didn't know where to go. This area sucks. Death Frontier sucks. For real. I don't remember the second half as well as the first. Oh, but I remember this guy. Second half should just be mostly running up, if I remember correctly. Ooh. Don't do it to me. Yeah, let me out, let me out, let me out. Yay! Hey, I'm in the save point. It just went dingle-ding. Use. But yeah, thankfully it's always the same. It's not like the desert shuffles every time, so once you know the way, like for speedrunners and stuff, you just go. That was not right, but let's see if I can fix it. Yo! Easy. We're free! We never have to go back there again. I said we never have to go back there again. So Rose is telling a little bit more of her sob story, right? The reason that she's still alive after 11,000 years is because she wears this choker that stops time from passing. This choker also happens to be the key that lets you see Yulara in the distance. So now she's just being honest with everybody. And she's like, here you go, everybody. Good thing for her, she doesn't like immediately age as soon as she takes that thing off. It'd be like the mother in Tangled. Way to go, Dart. Sick burn. Rose was like, are you afraid? And he's like, I think you are. We never have to go back there again. We do it because we want to. Hello. Here is our good friend Karen. She manages the teleporter. She's very friendly. She says, oh, Rose, it's nice to see you again after 1 billion years. So we're gonna go talk with Mobu Frama's sister. And this entire city is like, oh, Rose, thank God you finally made some friends. They're very condescending about it. Alright, thank you. Okay, first order of business. Before anybody tells me places that I can and cannot go, because there will be a section like that. Yeah, you got lovely flowers. I think Shanna would like these flowers. Can we not bring up that name? Why did you say that name? You know why roses have thorns? It's to bring out their own red using the blood of the people they hurt. They'll do anything for their own happiness. And of course we know that Miranda's saying this, having played the game before, because she associates bad things with roses. Because of her mother, who was a horrible person who abandoned her. And later on the moon, when she has her, you know, mini crisis, she will be fighting a giant rose monster. And so that's why she's so, like, disillusioned and doesn't want anything to do with it. I wanted that Stardust. Yes, I did. Of course I did. And there is another one, but I don't think we can get it until nighttime. Hi, Miata. She's the one in charge of taking care of these little babies. These little chompy boys. The dialogue is so cringe. In Batman vs. Superman or in Legend of Dragoon? Because they're about... they're about equivalent. Miata like the Mazda. I think there's one other person who has a car name, and I can't remember who it is at the moment, but I seem to recall thinking that. I haven't seen Batman versus Henry, but I hope Henry wins. Oh hey, we can get this Stardust now. I thought we had to come back when it was nighttime, and they were like sleeping and not chomping so much. Okay, look, I'm gonna be real. Charles Frama never shuts up. And she's very nice, and she tells us a lot of useful information. We're gonna speed through it, and I'm gonna summarize. And she calls Zieg Ziggy and Rose Rosie, and it's very... it's something. She basically says, this whole situation sucks, but I'm intentionally making it happy and delightful so that you don't get depressed. She's really a wonderful character. She's just very talkative. So sadly, we have to hear about all of these things. So the Signet Sphere, as she explains, you know, Zieg is trying to break the barrier on the moon that never sets. When Melbu Frama, the dictator in the past, was at the height of his power, he wanted more power. So, you know, he collected all of his power into a magic object. And this is kind of where the game seems to potentially maybe retcon some things because they weren't sure where they were going with the story. So basically, Melbu wanted to collect a bunch of power. His sister didn't agree with him collecting all that power, so she made an item that could destroy the powerful object that he created for himself. Is what that whole story was about. And it's also kind of like why Melbu Frama is like possessing somebody's body right now. They really try to just rationalize some things. Just take it at face value. Melbu is possessing somebody's body, even though he's supposed to be dead. His spirit like transmigrated with somebody's body. And we gotta break these magical objects in order to get to the moon. That's just how it goes. And so they're having a little conversation right now about how Zieg is still alive. And it is, in fact, because Melbu Frama is possessing his body. So they sealed the soul of the Virage embryo inside the crystal sphere to draw lots of magical power and rule over other creatures. That was the thing I was talking about, because, you know, when Melbu was like, I want to be really powerful, so I'm going to make this magic object. But his sister here says, I wanted to make him stop being a dictator, because even though we have different appearances and capabilities, we're the same. We should be able to live together on good terms, so I created the Signet Sphere in order to weaken the power of the crystal sphere. She made the object that made her brother less powerful. And then in response, Melbu was like, I still want to be powerful. I'm going to make these other objects. My objects are better than your objects that's supposed to be better than my objects. Basically, is what's happening. But we don't need to worry about, like, the signet sphere and everything. Worry about the 3 signets that are still left that are making barriers on the moon. That's what we need to worry about. There are 3 of the signets that were made left. The Divine Dragon destroyed one when he blew up the castle, and I called your attention to it in the cutscene. You could see it being exploded. Another one was destroyed in the war, like, 11,000 years ago. We never saw that one. And then the 3 left are in Aglis, Xenobados, and Mayfill. And those are the places that we're going to go for the majority of Disc 4. So Zieg has 3 Divine Moon objects. 1 of each will be used to break those seals. Those signets. Thank you, bye! So yeah, that is like the biggest lore dump in the game, basically, besides the ones that Rose gives you in front of each city. See, they're sleeping now. The Rose is upset because she, you know, she is the black monster. That's been the quest that Dart has been on to take revenge this entire time, and she feels really bad because she destroyed his entire village and killed, allegedly, both of his parents. So they fought it out in the desert, off screen, a while ago. And Dart refuses to kill her because he's grown as a person. He's finally presented with the chance to kill the black monster, and he doesn't. He acknowledges that the black monster is dead because Rose is actually a good person. So the monster, you know, is not what he understood it to be. I missed the time when you were chased by Fairburn in the forest too, because Lavitz was still alive. You know, before absolutely nothing happened, everything is fine. He went back to live with his mom and eat beef jerky. It is uncharacteristically mature, right? It pains me to say that Dart does grow as a character over this journey. Hold on a second. I have no recollection of what's down here. Is this like the inn? Yeah. The reason why I hate roses is because I see my mother in roses. Yeah. My mother never looked at me directly. It was as if she was hiding something from me. But there were always roses in the house, is what Miranda remembers. Why did your mother leave you? The answer was because she found another dude and things were hard. And now he's talking about his runaway daughter, Claire. Who definitely doesn't know the same lullaby that his mother taught him. Because that would be weird. Also, shoutouts to like the design of this bar. These Winglies were like, you know, I'm gonna make like a straw house. And it's gonna have like this tiki lodge vibe, but then also rainbow lights. And somebody else was like, hell yeah, brother. And then they built it together. I'm not going to talk to Karen just yet. I will, however, save. So once we get Kulon, I think this time I will go back and get Kongol's spirit. Confession, I have literally never done that before. I have always gotten Kongol's spirit through fighting Endora. So I'm pretty sure I know where to find it. It's in Lohan. I'm pretty sure I know where to find it, but that'll be an exciting little adventure. How's it going, boys? Congo's looking for a weapon, because of course he is. It's funny, I really actually like if you spend time, which obviously we didn't, reading and talking to like Albert and Congo, any of these opportunities that you have when they're outside of you. You actually see them start to build like this really sweet bond between the two of them. Which is why they're together right now, because Congo feels safe with Albert. Bruh, no, nothing is beating Soul Eater, sorry. Fine. Have a nice bow for when you fight Rose Mother. Your attack is fine. Escape rate, but defense? Anybody care about defense? No. Let's go defense power, escape rate, escape. I don't care about your stuff, buddy. Sorry. Excuse me? Hello? What you got? Cool stuff? Decidedly not. Okay. I could have sworn there was another Stardust. I actually thought it was in the weapon shop, but perhaps I was mistaken. I was not mistaken. I knew it. We're so close to getting 30 Stardust. I don't remember what Martel gives at 30, but there's a trophy. Alright, we gotta sweep by, grab Maru. What's up? Hey, buddies! She's so sweet. Without me, the strongest of all, you can't save the world. I like that she says, I can't stand the destruction of a world where everybody lives. Like it's a minor inconvenience that just gives her disgust. Like, I can't stand when you have raisins in your oatmeal cookies. That's what I mean, like, if they remake this game and the translation actually makes sense, we're gonna lose so much character. Even though it's gonna be better, we're gonna lose so much character. Genocides really bum me out, man. Alright, so we're gonna sleep. And then, conveniently for you, Cheville, we are gonna go back to the place where Martial Arts Man destroyed the wall. It all comes full circle. Thank you for all of your discussion, very talkative lady. Jade, did I say hi to you? Hello. Hope you're doing good. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Everybody's here to see us off. Because they know that we're gonna go and save the world, or at least try. It's a send-off for great heroes, she says. Zeeg is serious and he has everything he needs to give birth to the god of destruction. Only Dragoons can stop him, specifically only a Dragoon named Dart. Because Dart will, in fact, deliver the final blow. Been lurking, you're all good? Okay. I couldn't remember, I thought you were here earlier. Alright, let's be off. We're gonna go back to, Disc 2 country. This game is an absolute gem. I love this game so much. I'm genuinely sad that I won't have a reason to play it again on stream. That would be my third time. Like, I think that's a little bit overkill. Yes, Miranda. Perhaps unsurprisingly, every single person of a particular race is not a horrible person. This is a learning experience. We're here! Alright, we'll go ahead and heal. Yes, it absolutely was a face, and I don't know why it was a face. You are 100% correct, that was a face. Oh, thank you, Hanzo. I appreciate that. Alright, I want to get to the point where we can actually, like, proceed with the story. So that's gonna require me... I probably didn't need to run back here and save, because it got me into this random encounter. But... See, and there's Abraham Lincoln in the background. Like, there's just faces everywhere. That is just the architecture of this place. Buddies, you are not gonna do a good job. This is... okay, well... when I start that way, I take it all back. I messed up Rod Typhoon? Of all the additions to mess up, really? Also, I should have killed the pig first, because he can steal from us. Oh, he counterattacked. I got it! I thought, I kind of mistook that he was counterattacking, so I hit X and circle at the same time, but it counted. So yeah, I want to get to a point where we can actually progress. Mount Rushmore ass looking area. You're not wrong, though. So in order for us to progress the story, we have to make it all the way through Home of Gigantos, we have to make it back through the Barrens, and we get to Fletz, which I would argue is my favorite city in the entire game. And King Zyor has created like a special mini port for us with the Queen Fury, who is coming back once again to carry us around. So, Fueler and Carla? I think her name is? Will be there. They're gonna take us to Rouge. And that's where we get to meet Martel, so actually let me think about... I think I've gotten just about every Stardust that I'm gonna get just off the top of my head. I think we've got, what, 27? That I just grabbed because I happened to remember where they were. There's a couple in Kazis that I know that I didn't get. I remembered, like, after we had stopped stream for that day. It's Rouge the Bat from Sonic. But yeah, once we get Kulan, which we will do... Hey, there's Abe Lincoln again. When do you get Kulan? Aglis? Yeah, you must. Yeah. You get Kulan after the last Kraken in Aglis. So that's not actually too far from now, and then we can travel anywhere we want. Kind of. You can travel to big cities. Sometimes you have to go off the beaten path to get where you actually want to go, but... Maru, I am horrified that a fully completed edition from Disc 4U cannot kill a pig. We really need to get you into Cat's Cradle. I forgot what edition I was doing. I was still doing Moonstrike in my head. worst counterattack spot ever. Oh god, do we have to... We have to go back through the Valley of Corrupted Gravity. That's alright. Going back is easier than going forward. Ugh. So Death Frontier sucks. Valley of Corrupted Gravity sucks harder, but it's much cooler. I actually really like this area in concept. It's just like once you've been through it once and you kind of get over the, hey, this is cool, it just sucks, you know? This is where we fought that Virage, remember? And then we knocked it off the cliff and it fell backwards and bonked its head on the way down. But it's so much easier to go from back to front in this area than it is to go forward through it, so... You see, like, now we're just done. All of the difficult part is just done. I'm gonna say Rock and the spider guy are the enemies here. Rock? Oh, no spider guy. I was so close. 50%. That's not a passing grade. Rue, you just can't quite do it, can you? But yeah, also once we get cool on, we'll go back and fight the Dragoons. We'll see if we're strong enough. I might need a little bit extra preparation. And I mean, we're gonna have to fight the Divine Dragon again. I'm not leaving those dragons in Mayfield. What have I done? Why have I gone this way? Oh no, that was correct. That was correct. Come back. My muscle memory was just doing it for me, and when I stopped to think about it, it didn't make sense, but this is correct. That should be the final encounter in here. We should be able to make it the rest of the way out as long as the movement is good. Vampire kiwis? I don't think that's what they're called here. Killer birds here. They're just reskins. Uh-huh. I wish that... So, like, if they were gonna make a remake, right? One thing that I think they could add without detracting from, like, the spirit of the game that would be really cool is when you do a counterattack correctly, the hit after it... I just am not paying attention. The hit after it does extra damage. I think that would be a cool little mechanic. And I don't think that it would unbalance things, necessarily. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Preemptively, I suppose, does anybody have friends who are streaming? I always forget to ask that, like, enough in advance for anybody to actually check. Because we're just going to be going through the Barrens and then into Flets. Barrens should have, like, 4 encounters. We're going to get one right on the entrance, or right on this mountain, and then one on the entrance, I think. Frilled Lizard. I just need to, like, pay attention. Encountering a counter should take you to the end credits. Autoplat. There you go. I hope that there is, like, a plat percent category for this game now. Because it would be different than any percent. Oh, Ruby. Okay, if Ruby's live. Because, yeah, plat would be different than any percent because you have to have $10,000 and you have to get 30 Stardust. Which I need to remember to actually get $10,000 because there will come a point when I can't go backwards. So I mean, I guess technically you can walk backwards even on the moon. If you're willing to just walk really far, you can walk all the way back to that town. The only time that you can't go backwards anymore is literally once you've started to, like... Actually, no, you can go back all the way through Melbu, I think. Because you fight the big Virage. And then you fight Z. But I don't think those are... Like, there's just an areas back-to-back that are connected by bridges, so... So never mind, I can sell my money, or sell my money. I can sell my stuff whenever I want. I think my strategy for getting $10,000, because I'm already at like 7,000, because I'm stingy. My strategy is literally just going to be save the game, sell a bunch of expensive equipment, get the trophy, and then reload. But I might not even need to reload, like I have a ton of armor I'm not using. It's not worth very much, I don't think. That's sad. Plat percent adds some stuff. Alright, we're almost there. Also, 99% sure I got, oopsie, all the Stardust in Let's, so we don't need to worry about that. There's an addition percent, though. Is it just how fast you can max, like, Dart's additions or everybody's additions? Because if I actually paid attention, I can do really well at the additions. It's just that I'm sitting here chatting and being a general dunce. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Ah, back to Flats. Home sweet home. Okay, hold on. I want to read the rules. It's going to change my captions real quick. And items. Oh, that's... yeah, category rules. If you use an emulator, Legend of Dragoon, Edition, go rules, category rules. New game to final hit. Oh yeah, so that. Yeah, no wonder there's literally one person that's done that. It's not how quickly you do additions, it's you have to beat the entire game up through Melbu, right? So up to final hit, but you don't use items. And if you've never seen the speedrun for Legend of Dragoon, that's a huge deal. Because the speedrun uses nothing but items. The entirety of the speedrun is doing like super, super powerful item stuff for every boss. So just having to do additions would dramatically change things. would be how I would want to do it, I think. Like, if I was going to run an 11-hour any percent, for me, it would probably be closer to 13, 14. Because obviously 11 is the world record. Like 11:30 or something, I already don't remember. Alright, basement opens up. We get on our boat. Princess Emily gets to see Princess Albert again. There's Fester in the background. Maybe world record sucks, I don't know. That's fair. However, regular any percent for Legend of Dragoon is usually about 12 hours. So, I think that that's probably a pretty decent time. Which really goes to show that, you know, that must be actually a pretty interesting run, addition percent, because it's still comparable to the item route, even though you're not doing these like massively overpowered items the entire time. Who knows? But anyway, sure, the same runner's got second place, any percent glitchless. Who cares? Not comparable at all. So let's see. Obviously, we know Ruby's streaming. Yeah, I see Ruby. I see Coco Yuri is streaming. Liz is streaming. Yeah, so let's go over and say hi to Ruby. Raid, Ruby Hart, who is streaming Overcooked. Thanks for hanging out today, everybody. We actually accomplished a lot, unless you have forgotten that before today, we started all the way back at Polter Armor. So, we made a lot of progress. Next time, we're going to be able to get all the way through Aglis. I'm going to do it in just one chunk. And then we'll have Kulon. We'll be able to travel wherever we want. And that'll open up a lot of our cleanup stuff, so... Maybe he bungled it. Maybe he did. But say hi to Ruby when you get over there. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I will be back next Tuesday doing, I don't know, some kind of speed run, probably Spyro. So in the meantime, stay safe, everyone. Appreciate you. And I will see you later. Bye!